In this episode of DU Nation, we're hunting just outside of Terre Haute, Indiana with Bob Wright and his 5 sons. They've been hunting in this area for many years, and their family connection with duck hunting and with Ducks Unlimited goes back decades. It's kept them close, even as the sons spread out and start families of their own.
You know, if you have 2 of your kids in a boat with you, and boats that we were using at that time were about 12-foot boats, you know, that's pretty close to one another. And, you know, the conversations you had there, they heard them. They couldn't walk away from them.
They wanted to get out.
In the morning, we set up on opposite sides of a lake and split up, using the trees on the bank as cover. The ducks were everywhere just before shooting time, and throughout the morning, we called them out of groups heading for the variety of different water bodies surrounding us.
Gun. I can't see him in the dark. Headshot.
Get to see a lot of sunrises, talk a lot of stuff. You know, I've more in-depth conversations with my father in a duck blind than I think that you'd ever could have anywhere else in life, where, you know, you learn about their life, what got them into it. You know, you think about your parents in a certain way. You've only known them as parents, but they were young men at one point or another, and they made mistakes like you did. And I feel like Dad's more open in the blind, let's say, about some of the mistakes he made when he was younger. And then it's just always meant a lot that it's something that we all did together.
I think if kids can see the landscapes that you get to do this activity around, yeah, that's a big part of it. And, you know, trying to make sure that those landscapes still exist for our children and their children, and that's, you know, what DU strives to maintain, is that conservation is always at the forefront of people's mind, because it, you know, once it's gone, it's gone forever.
Being out there, that's just relaxing. You know, it doesn't sound like it should be, because you're out hunting, but you know, even if you don't shoot anything, see anything, or you don't move around a whole bunch, but it's still relaxing. It's getting away. It's talking to somebody you haven't talked to all week, and you live in the same town. Catching up.
Trips we've been on together, you just can't simulate those. Once you get, you know, as we've gotten out with our own families and different things like that, this is kind of the common thing that brings us all back together.
A lot bigger deal than just shooting ducks. It's the spending time with family and or friends, and that's a big deal. Yeah. And you can't get that with any other sport, really, I don't think.
Probably a double-digit day. That's nice.
We ended up with a mixed bag of ducks and 1 Canada goose after just a few hours out in this beautiful spot.